Hi all! In this video, we are going over Topic 1, Lesson 9, using expressions to describe patterns. It is found on pages 26 and 27 of your math book. Our vocabulary for this topic is an input-output table, and it is a table of related values. So let's look at what that means with a few problems. The first thing we need to do is find the relationship between the numbers that we are seeing. So again, step 1 is first find the relationship. And what does that mean? That means to say, how are each of these numbers? Is there a pattern? And when I look at this number, I see when I go from 0 to 3, the only way to do that would be to add. So I have 0 plus 3, and I would get an answer of 3. The only way to get from 1 to 4 is to also add 3. So I have 1 plus 3 equals 4. My input tells me what I'm starting with. I have to do something to this number to get my output. Think of it like a machine. You put something into a machine on one side, something happens within the machine, and it outputs another number. So if I'm looking at this, the number at the top changes each time, so I'm going to use a variable to represent it. Let's use x. So now I'm going to say x plus 3 equals y. If I think of my output as x, or input as x, and my output as y, then I can solve to find the unknowns. Now I can come over here to 5, and I can say if 5 is x, I have 5 plus 3 equals what number? It would equal y. So for this one, it would be 5 plus 3 equals, and we know that equals 8. So I have 8 here. Again, using the same expression, I have 6 plus 3 equals y, so that equals 9. So you can see that I'd be substituting for this section only, x equals 6, y equals 9. 7 plus 3 is 10, and 8 plus 3 is 11. We can put our input-output tables horizontally, but we can also make them vertically. So let's find the next step that we did. First, we found the relationship between the numbers up here. Then, step 2, we make an expression. And then finally, we solve. So let's look at this input-output table. Again, we're putting into our one side 4, and we're getting out 1. Well, I can subtract 4 minus 3 and get 1. Let's see if that holds true for this next number, 8. 8 minus 3, that equals 5. It doesn't equal 2. So I have to figure out what am I doing to these numbers to get these other numbers. And I can see that I'm dividing by 4 each time. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 8 divided by 4 is 2. 12 divided by 4 also holds true as 3. So if my input is x, and I'm going to divide by 4, and if I make my output y, I can solve each one of these. Again, think x and y. That'll help you keep the numbers a little bit more separate. So if x equals 16 divided by 4, my answer would be 4. If x equals 24 divided by 4, my answer would be 6. The whole point of this is to make sure that we find a pattern and we can solve. If I was all of a sudden given the number 40, even though it doesn't follow this pattern down, I could still solve and get 10. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section and I will answer them as quickly as possible. Thank you and have a good day.